everyone, it's Matt from Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews. We're here on Freedom of the Seas, and we did something this weekend that I don't believe we've ever tried before. We didn't pick our own stateroom. We went with a guaranteed room. So we get a little bit slightly lower rate, so we thought we'd take a chance and see what we ended up with. We did go for a suite guarantee. So what we ended up with? As expected, we ended up with a junior suite. That's fully what we expected to be in. But where we are, we're in 1378, which is towards the aft of the ship on the starboard side. So I would say maybe a little bit more than halfway down, as you can see on the maps we're gonna show here. Halfway down from the elevators to the actual aft of the ship. So this is also the rearmost junior suite you can go while on the side of the ship. There are some, depending on the floor, junior suites on the actual aft, but this is on the side. As far back you can go and still be in a junior suite. So it's room 1378. Let's check it out. And of course, at the end, we'll tell you our pros and cons of the room and tell you whether we'd stay in this room again or do a suite guarantee again. Okay, as we said, 1378. You can see all the way back down to the aft. And like I said, about halfway down from the elevators. But let's head on in. And as we normally do, let's pan back. We have the main door as you come in. Of course, you have your muster information as you do on every door, and your magnet to show whether you want your room cleaned up or if you want some privacy. And then as you come in, your bathroom door is right there. Your closet door is right there. We will get back to those. You do have a nice floor to ceiling mirror to, as our son likes to do, check himself out in. But let's get to the main part of the room. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is we found this room to be really spacious for a junior suite. I don't know if this is normal for this class of ship, but it just felt a little bit extra spacey to us. It could be because it's the last one of the junior suites on the side of the ship towards the aft, but either way, it may be the exact same size as every other junior suite on the side of the ship. I think the only other junior suite we've stayed in is a junior suite on the aft of the ship. I'll throw a link to that video up above if you want to check that out, but this one definitely felt spacious. So we'll start here with the bed. And yeah, it's a, you know, the full size, or not full size, the Royal King, which is two twins, put together. Been very comfortable. The pillows have been very comfortable. Yeah, I've been having good sleep on this bed. It's only a 3-night cruise, so I've only had 2 nights to sleep in it. You do have your standard night side table with a single drawer and a reading lamp, of course. This is our actual last day. This is a 3-nighter, so tonight will be our last night on the ship. So we've got our stuff to go home. We have, of course, on the other side, another nightstand. This side has the phone, and as you see on this class of ship, most of the phones have USB ports in the side of them. I will say that is a low-powered USB port, so if you need quick charging, I definitely would not use that, but overnight charging, it is fine. Another reading light. Then we move back. We do have a sofa bed here, so this does pull out. This room can sleep up to 4 people in it. You know, it's an older couch. You know, the design of the future of this furniture is a little bit dated, but it is quite comfortable, and that's what counts. This does pull out. In fact, let's show a picture of that right now. So this is what it looks like when the couch is pulled out, and my son Ryan has been sleeping on that at night. and some nice artwork and lighting. You know, the design of these junior suites, you do have a pillar in the middle. You don't have a continuous window across as you'd see in some ships. So you do have a pillar there, so you have two different windows there. Of course, the one on the right being the slider, the entrance to the balcony. Also have this chair. Normally this chair would be more in the corner, but it's kind of been turned a bit, so there's room to pull out the couch, and the table is over here. Normally that would be there in front of there. Maybe that's why it feels more spacious, because the table's pushed off to the side. But you know, you do have that glass top table if you're hosting folks, place for your drinks, all that. You do have this table here for a little bit of storage. Never really understood the point of that table, except I mean, maybe if you're sitting in this chair and you want a place to put your drink, it's good for that. More artwork. So let's come over to the vanity credenza area. You do have your, open up your drawer, you have your cooler slash refrigerator here. So we've just got some waters in there. Oh yeah, some leftovers from lunch yesterday from Playmakers, some wings. Doubt they're gonna be eaten. We will find out. Ooh, I can smell them though. So close that up. It works fine. You know, it's the standard cooler. It's not gonna keep anything super cold. Some ducks that my son has either found or won at the arcade. You do have, as you get in all these suites, the Lavazza espresso coffee machine. Can't tell you how well it works because we don't drink coffee. And and you do have outlets right over here to plug it in, which is convenient. Have a Samsung television, I believe 32 inches. We haven't really used it. I think we had it on for maybe 10 minutes, but works as well as any other ship TV. And you do have a shelf up above. We've got some headphones and such up there to store things. Then we have the actual credenza area. So let's go through that. You have a storage area on the left here. Plenty of room for storage. Now granted, we're barely using any of the storage in the room because we're only here for 3 nights. But plenty of storage, even a place to put things up on top. This is also where you have your safe. It is a small safe. Doubt you could fit a tablet in here. Maybe you could fit a tablet, definitely not a laptop. But of course your phones, your not your laptops, your keys, your wallets, you know, anything you don't want to be carrying with you on the ship. Of course your passports. So works perfectly fine for that. Down here on the actual vanity, we have a number of drawers. My son's underwear, no one needs to see that, but there's an example of a drawer. You know, these aren't super deep. This class of ship, they never have been in these rooms, but they are functional. They work just fine. It's a fine chair, nothing special. Desk drawer. And more drawers and such over here. Same thing, this top one on the right is where your hair dryer is. Even though they have a hole for the plug to plug it in here, there is no plug under there, so you do have to take it out and plug it in one of your plugs up here. You do have plenty of storage area. It's one thing I really like about the design of these vanities. Plenty of storage area, another shelf up here to store things, so always a fan of those. You do have, oh, it's over there, I'll get to it in a moment. Down here, you have your announcement channel volume. Granted, there's hardly any announcements in the room, so not a big deal. Telephone lines that aren't in use. You have a European plug. Over here, let me move that. Oh, that's right, I have the headphones plugged in, so I can't. But you've got 2 US outlets that are kind of covered up by our brick here. And then you have your switch to turn on your lights for the vanity. Turn that off, it's a little bright. To the left and the right of the storage, or of the mirror, you do have storage. Again, it's not very deep, you know, 1 bottle deep there, but great place to store smaller items. Same thing on this side. Here you can get a better view of how deep it is. So, nice vanity area. To the left here, you do have your HVAC control, standard dial, nothing digital yet on this ship. So I'll pan back around one more time to show you the main part of the room. Again, we thought this room was pretty spacey for a junior suite. Let's go check out the closet. Okay, heading in. Again, another really good feature of most of the junior suites in this class and the Voyager class ships is the junior suite closets are considered walk-in closets. So, you know, I can actually walk in here and have plenty of room. If I needed to get changed in here, I could do that. Plenty of floor space. You do have plenty of shelving. Let me back up a little bit, give that a little perspective. One thing in this room, you do have this, you probably got some type of beam in here. So this side of the shelving is a little bit cut short. On some rooms we've seen it extends all the way to the wall, but again, it's still plenty and plenty of shelving. You have shelving up top. Good place to store backpacks and the such. A long rail to hang everything. Plenty of hangers, goes far back, so plenty of room there, and even some drop down rails here if you need more storage room. And then the floor, of course, all our dirty laundry on the side there. We won't focus on that, but a really nice size closet. So let's check out the bathroom. You have your light for the bathroom right here. Head into the door. So do have some hooks to hang various things from. We've always talked about our magnetic hooks that we bring on cruises that you can put on the walls, or if you're brave, on the balcony. We actually forgot to bring them this time, so nothing to show there, but this is, you know, the standard junior suite configuration. Nothing special about the configuration. You do have your single sink, nice granite, big fan of the granite that they use here. A storage shelf underneath with some various trash cans, and your mirror area. You do have storage on both sides. I do like when they have high up storage for medication. And of course another set of storage on the other side. So plenty of bathroom storage, shelving for your towels, hangers for your towels, the standard ship toilet that you get in every single room, and then of course the feature that a junior suite has over a standard balcony or interior or outside view room is a full-size tub. So let's get rid of this curtain and get you a better view of that. So there's the full-size tub. Some nice tile. Do have two shelves for your own vanities. You also have a small shelf right here where you can put things. Now, one thing since the pandemic that they've added in these rooms is you do have a dispenser for their new Salt and Breeze shampoo, conditioner, and soap that you get in junior suites. This isn't the upgraded amenities that you'll see in the higher end suites. But these, I mean, honestly, I think I might actually like these better than the higher end ones. I can't remember the brand now that they're using, but I think these are great. So very happy to have those and not have to bring my own stuff. And then of course you have your shower controls. A couple of things to note here. One, this adjuster for your hot cold adjustment, your heat, is very sensitive. So in just a small bit you can go from warm to hot to scalding hot. So if you're in 1378 make sure you're careful with that and don't end up burning yourself. The other thing to note, you do have the standard wand. We have not found a way on this wand to adjust the flow at all. I don't think there is an adjustment. Also, we've been in other rooms on this ship where the water pressure has been spectacular, for lack of you. I'll put a link above to the review. We stayed in the owner's suite on this ship last summer, right when we came back from the pandemic. And the water pressure in that room was spectacular. It was incredible. It was almost too much, which is hard for me to say. But this one, water pressure is there, but it's just kind of fair. The water just kind of falls on you, not really hard. There's plenty of water that comes out, but it's not exactly high pressure. So just something to consider if you are booking this room, but you really want a shower with high water pressure. So one quick look back at the bathroom. Okay, let's head out to the balcony. Here's a view with all the windows open for the room. We're gonna head on out. Now, something someone asked me in a previous video was there a child lock on the room we're in? So I'm gonna start showing that in each one of these videos. So the only lock in this room is the handle. So something to think about, but that's gonna be pretty consistent, I believe, in this room. You have no safety lock up here. And the other thing to consider with the handle is the handle's only on the inside. You don't have one on the outside. So theoretically, if your child was inside and you were outside, they could theoretically lock you out, but I think that's probably a rarity. Let's head on out. Door opens pretty easily. And we're in Nassau today, have a nice view out. We're on the outer dock. So some nice boats floating by. Let me see, if I'll come over here, we'd probably give you the best view. Again, here are those windows going in. It's a spacey balcony for a junior suite, I would say. Nice and deep. You can see we got 2 loungers. You could probably turn them easily and face this way if you wanted to. They would probably take most of the room and come all the way out. But you have room for 2 loungers, 2 chairs and a table. Plenty of space, plenty of headroom. You are covered here. You do have sliders on either side, so if you had people in the room to either side of you, you could open those up and have a very large balcony. And then of course the glass railing giving you, except for that bar in the middle, a beautiful view out to sea. We'll give you another shot of Nassau from our balcony. So one thing to note about this particular balcony as I move these chairs out of the way, you do have this piping in the corner here. No big deal unto itself. You see this in a lot of balconies, but there's a valve here that does have a slight drip, and that will drip, and I don't know if you can see a little bit of water heading down there. It's no big deal whatsoever, but just something to be aware of if you're booking this room. So we hope you enjoyed our tour of room 1378, a junior suite on Freedom of the Seas. So would we stay in this room again? Well, let's go through the pros and cons. So pros of this room, we found it to be a very spacious junior suite. Like I said, I can't exactly tell you if it's bigger than any other junior suite. We just found this particular one very spacious, very comfortable. A nice large balcony compared to some other junior suites that we've stayed in on different ships. Sometimes they're more narrow than this one, so really happy with that. Bathroom, again, I mean, this would be for any junior suite on the ship, but the new Salton Breeze shower amenity, shampoo, conditioner, and soap are all very nice. Cons, couple of things. We do have the shower that I mentioned earlier, just not extreme high pressure, and the shower wand doesn't have ability to change the settings on the wand. It's just one setting. Seen that different on other ships. And one thing to note that I didn't note earlier, if you are dependent on internet service for any reason, you need to work or anything along those lines, we found when you're out on the balcony, no Wi-Fi. I mean, it connects, the Wi-Fi signal is there, but you don't, maybe a little bit, but for the most part, the Wi-Fi is unusable on the balcony. When you're in the room, it's okay, it's fine. We're back at full capacity now. The ships, there's a ton of people using the Wi-Fi on these weekend cruises, so you're not gonna get fast throughput no matter what you're doing. But again, out on the balcony, the Wi-Fi is basically useless. I'm trying to think any other cons to this room. Oh, another pro, I forgot to add, the AC works well. So if you like a cool room at night, we found the AC worked really well in here. So would we stay in this room again? Yeah, absolutely. We like the location, not that far from the elevators. You do get a little bit of noise of people walking down these, especially these weekend cruises can be party cruises. We did hear the people in the room next to us partying well late into the night. So, but that's gonna be just depending on who's next to you in any room. So I'm not gonna put that against this room, of course. And yeah, we would absolutely stay in this room. We thought it was a great room. Would we do the suite guarantee again? Yeah, I think we will. If we have a special occasion we want to pick our room for, absolutely we will. But, I don't think in this ship you can go wrong with a junior suite. We would definitely do the suite guarantee again. So that's it. We really hope you liked our overview of room 1378 here on Freedom of the Seas. If you did, please go ahead and smash the like button below. It really helps us out. And also check out the rest of the Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews channel. Tons of content there. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future cruising content. This is Matt from Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews. Happy cruising, everybody.